everyone, and in today's video I'm going to be sharing with you my morning routine as a nurse. So when I wake up, it's normally still dark out, so I put all my lights on as I get to the hospital quite early. So I get to the hospital at around 6 AM, which means I had to wake up at 5, which is very early, but I've kind of grown used to it, but I'm still very tired in the mornings. So the first thing I do is make sure to use the bathroom. I make sure that my hands are thoroughly cleaned afterwards, and then just to wake me up and to keep me nice and clean for the day ahead, I go and use the shower. So I make sure that both my body and my hair is clean, and then afterwards I normally let my hair air dry. After my shower has been complete, I will then dry myself off, and because I put the washing on before my shower, my clothes are then ready to be worn, which I just make sure that they're all dry, and if not, then I put them on the drying rack. But luckily enough, my clothes for today were dry, so I just went ahead and put my pajamas into the washing and then put my clothes for today on. But before I did that, I made sure to take my vitamins for the day, which if you don't already, you should definitely take, as it allows for you to grow up big and strong. So this is just me taking my vitamin D, and then I went and got into my clothes for the day. So I do have multiple sets of these clothes because I'm wearing them every day, obviously, so I have some extras. And because I am still a student, I just went ahead and got my backpack out of my wardrobe and then sat down and completed some work, because I'm still a student, which means that I still have to study, revise and take exams, although I do practical work in the hospital. So after I'd finished my studying session for the day, I just went ahead and brushed my teeth. So I normally have breakfast on the way to the hospital, as there are many shops I can pick up food from, but I always make sure just to pack a little something extra in my bag in case I don't like what food the hospital is serving for the day. So after I brush my teeth, I go ahead and go downstairs, and the food for today was a banana and some milk, as they both contain quite good vitamins and minerals. Afterwards, I made sure to feed my fish Guppy, and then I grabbed my umbrella in case it was raining out, and then I headed to the train station. I arrived at the train station around 5:45 AM, which is a bit later than I like it to be, but it means that I still won't be late. So I just went ahead and got my train ticket, which, because I have a card, means that it's not going to be as expensive, as I do use it every day. And then luckily the monorail was there when I got there, so I just went ahead, sat, and then pressed a button to go. Luckily, I only had one stop, so it was very quick, which means I won't be running late anymore. So I just went and got my backpack off the train and then passed through the gates once again, and on the other side, luckily enough, was a smoothie shop. So I went ahead and got a orange and strawberry smoothie, which was very nice, and actually it was not that expensive. So I definitely recommend going here if you're on your way to work. It tasted very nice, although I would add a bit more sugar, but that's just me personally. Then I headed to the hospital. I arrived at the hospital at 6 AM on the dot, which I was very proud of myself for. So while heading in, I just said hi to some colleagues, drank my smoothie as I didn't have time on the way here, and then just said hi to some patients. Afterwards, I went and signed in at the reception so they knew I was here, and I just put I signed in on this little machine here, as well as grabbing my mask as the reception provides them for us. I also leave my bag at the reception as I do not have a locker yet because mine got broken, so they're going to give me another one soon, but meantime I have my backpack at reception. Then I headed up to the second floor to say hi to my friend. He also works here, but unfortunately we work at different sections, which means we don't interact much. So today I have done multiple things. So the first thing I did was help out on an optician's. So this just meant that we tried out different prescriptions for the patient to see what kind of glasses he needed, which we were successful in doing. And then the second thing I did today was help this patient, which I will not say her name, but I helped her with her ultrasound. So the first thing I did was make sure her clothes were comfortable and loose, and then we headed to the second floor to have a scan to see her baby. So the second floor is where all the patients are, so I made sure to get the machine and then made sure she was comfortable and felt safe. So she sat on the chair while I scanned, and it turns out she was having twins, which she was so happy about, so I'm really happy that she was glad. And that both the babies are safe and healthy. The last patient I'm going to show in this video was the third patient that I'm actually prepping for surgery, so I made sure that they were at a healthy weight and a healthy height to make sure that everything was still okay for the surgery. I also checked their heartbeat to make sure that their heart was okay, as well as their temperature, and everything was okay and well, so I then took them upstairs to the surgical room and prepped them for surgery. This included putting them onto the bed so they felt safe and comfortable, and explaining the procedure to them so they didn't feel scared of what was going to happen. I also then put them on anaesthetic, which is just medicine that puts them to sleep, to make sure that they don't feel anything during the surgery. I then adjusted the bed to make sure that it was at the correct height, adjusted the lights as well, and then I thoroughly washed my hands. I did this 3 times to make sure they were extra clean, and then the surgeon came over. So he had also sanitized his hands and made sure everything was clean beforehand. He also wears gloves and he put his mask on. He also has this little thing on his head. I don't exactly know what it's called, but then we adjusted everything and made sure everything was right for surgery. So that's all for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed, and please like and subscribe and comment down below what was your favourite part of the video for a chance for a shout out in my next video. Bye guys!